Aura donates $8 and says, to make up for my bad passion joke. You're doing great, man. Dude, it wasn't a bad joke. It was funny. I just came in to defend it myself because I wanted to join in. Thank you so much for the $8, Aurora. Do appreciate it. And Shemsy for the sub. JRAF1 as well for that 11 months just before the break. Thank you so much, guys. We get this ready to go. Game number 1 of this final best of 2 tonight. To the top left hand, we are starting with the blue Zerg from Gotteron Esports Denver. And by the way, one Ritual Muppy Temple, as our bottom left hand player is our red Terran InZaNe. Look at this, we got all of these missile turrets to fly medevacs into yet again. As we get this set up and rolling. A link speed upgrade early though, as Denver is actually going to go pretty much, it's not cool, it is actually extremely similar to what a laser just did against InZaNe. Wow, we're kind of seeing the same build back to back, which is pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy to see those links coming down the ramp. The hatchery is starting. EJJ1234 is disappointed in the lack of Kate Nash. God damn it, how can you be disappointed in the lack of Kate Nash? Yay. I am actually missing Kate Nash as well, but I already listened to an entire Kate Nash album and more today, so I've already had my dosage of Kate Nash. I'm just afraid if I have any more, I'll get a little bit too hyperactive, you know? I'm like a little kid on sugar. Come on, Sender. Will I build on the high ground? I mean, this is the power of just scouting with an SCV and just seeing that, well, this hatchery is late already, so he knows that, and building up on the high ground, this is already not going to be pretty at all here for Denver. Going to be seeing this SCV. We'll actually go back on the map, maybe looking for the lings or so, maybe trying to reconfirm what's going on. Sees a couple of them now. They actually just walk past each other, and he sees 2 more, and the rest coming in. The Reaper's here, and again, as long as he doesn't let these in, this should be fine. Lings can actually kill this reactor before it finishes, though, so this could be a little bit of damage from Denver. And so I'll work his way through this. That reactor, he doesn't want to sit here. I think he does kill the reactor, though, before it finishes. And then he gets access into the main. Then there's no units. I think that's a game. Why go home? Maybe he doesn't think so. Maybe he thinks it finishes and gets repaired just in time, but I disagree. What's up, El Hugo Hefner in the chat with the 300 bits? God damn it, guys. Today started a little bit slow, but you're speeding it up right now. There's stuff coming in all over the shop. Thank you so much, El Hugo Hefner, for those 300 bitty bits. Thanks for supporting the channel, guys. Appreciate it. Again, the more you guys support, the more content we can put on. So, shout out to you guys for loving StarCraft enough to want more of it. Do you appreciate it? Yeah, he took gas, then he took a second gas for then he cancelled the extractor for the extra drone. It's called an extractor trick, dolls. Do people not know what extractor tricks are in 2018? That's super regular. Well, it's funny because it turned out that after people did it all the time, it turns out that it actually didn't really make much of a difference. But some people do it now and then, like something now and again kind of comes around and people are like, okay, you know what, let's extract trick again this week. But in general, it's not really a thing. Just going to be seeing a few lings on the south side of this right now as we see the orbital command moving over to the natural, going to be dropping here in a moment or so. Marine starting to work its way through this overload. A little bit damage being done. Stim pack coming up from InZaNe. We do have a couple of Hellions just being added on as well. This is our final series of the day, Jalavaliki. Coming in right at the end of the day. It's been some good games today, actually. Been interesting. Sudden Awakening has claimed more medevacs as well, by the way. So, just in case you were wondering. There has been medevacs killed by turrets. Ling's running into the natural, actually getting a few workers, but the Hellions want to break on through. Couple Queens going to hold tight at the top of the ramp for the moment, though. Again, a little bit more damage being dealt, more Zerglings being picked away at. ASCP's died on the other side of the map, so Denver is up by 11 workers, so that's pretty crazy. Impact about 70% of the way done then, and that will of course open up InZaNe to the next stage of this, although it doesn't really have that many Marines to kind of lift up and start dropping. We'll just move the starport onto its own reactor. Factory builds a tech lab already, as InZaNe gets himself set up. Asen with another $8 donation. Says, shout out to my boys Wardy and Aurora. Passion from the casters and the viewers. Dude, you're going over and beyond today. Thank you so much. Gonna see some love in the chat again. I'll shout that out again properly in a minute because obviously this is about to get hectic as we see drones gonna get roasted to Hellions here. Oh, that's a lot of drones which are gonna start going down. These ones are stacked up as well. So this is 11 drones killed now, and these Hellions are still making their way through this. A queen goes down, hatchery under fire, and we're just gonna be seeing 12 drones now killed. 1-1 melee upgrades on the way up, and we are just continue to get this set up at the moment here. Another Evo chamber finishing, and well, a couple of refineries coming down to the bottom on the natural expansion. Again, these Hellions are going to be still just sitting on this base and continue to deal a whole bunch of damage. By the way, hats off so far to InZaNe, who yes hasn't had medivacs, but that might be a good strategy. 7 minutes, hasn't had medivacs to fly into the turrets yet. It's the best use of the map we've seen so far. Well, we do see Hellions continue to move around. A couple of lings going down. Drones are rallying across the map as well, going a little bit all over the place right now as InZaNe takes a supply lead. Just going to be seeing those Hellions jumping in towards this mineral line already. These drones taking a bunch of damage again. Oh no, Denver! Where's his army? Where are the lings? They're just nowhere to be seen, and now they come back, but they're going to get roasted because they have to fight into the ramp, which is a choke point. Denver's just losing absolutely everything as he comes back around and wow. I mean, you don't recover from this at all. He's going to try and at least clean up the Hellions, it seems, and he just can't play today. GHG. I'm actually really taken away with this one. I know my bias probably shouldn't show through, but it has been for this map. I don't know. I just feel like it's fun. It's a bit different. It brings back a bit of a King Sejong vibe. I like looking at it. I don't know. I really do like this one. The games I've seen of it too really feel as though they've been rather successful, I'd say. Despite the Music 246, we make up 16-bit. As to the top right-hand side, our blue Zerg player. This is Denver from Gotron Esports. And at the bottom left-hand side is going to be our red Terran player. It is InZaNe. Love to Jason for not donating strictly because there's a ping that annoys the casters when you throw money at them. I was actually thinking about maybe not adding a sound effect, but at least adding like a pop-up message. You know, because like I mean, every stream seems to have it nowadays. So I was thinking about maybe just having it like show up below the production tab or something, just for subs, donations, cheers, and stuff. Not followers, that'd be crazy. I've always been of the mindset that it's kind of weird to have things popping up when you're casting the game. You know, people meant to be focused on the game, but more and more I'm starting to realize that you know, I'm a streamer, not necessarily. You know, when I'm streaming on my channel, I have to be more than just a caster of the tournament. I have to be the person who can, you know, create the channel, and you know that's expected of a stream. So maybe I know Base Trade actually does have it where they do have sounds. I'm still not sure if I'm going to add sounds. But I think adding the visual at least might be a nice addition, you know, something that would just work out, something that just makes sense. I don't know. Just some thinking I've been doing lately. Thought I'd share with you guys. Overlord flying over the natural here obviously arrives pretty quick because of the layout of the map, as the SCV scout will just see that this time we have a hatch gas pool on the way, or at least a hatchery first. He doesn't know if it's gas, considering there's no third hatchery at the moment. This Reaper on the way towards the upper right hand side is going to be popping in. The one thing I don't like about this map is the cicada in the ear. You can hear the bug like going, and it's just like, it's an ambient noise and it kind of gets to me a little bit. The first time I was on this map, I was taking my headset off, like, what the hell is that sound? It's actually just in the game. But it only comes in on one side of the ear, like it only comes in on the right headphone, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, the person on the bottom left doesn't spawn with a random siege tank anymore on this map. Bit of a shame. Bit of a shame because this was the map where you started with a siege tank over here. Siege on your opponent's natural. A little bit broken, not gonna lie. A little bit broken, not going to lie. Engineering Bay block on the third is actually very frustrating, obviously, as that Reaper's going to pick up some lings because of it as well, even. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Oh my god, guys. Something amazing is coming. Something amazing is coming. As you do see, the Reaper going down. Just give me a sec, guys. This is 100% worth your time, I promise. In the near future. Let's go watch the Terra Natural while I figure this out. Whoa, why is there fireworks outside? Oh my god, I thought someone just shot a gun at me or something. I was like, what the hell is this? Oh my god, that was terrifying. Oh. Hope you guys can't hear that, because that absolutely terrified me. SCV hides away up here. Interesting to keep an SCV on the map. Not something you would usually do. This map obviously interesting because the naturals point towards each other. There is two entrances to the natural, one of them being these rocks on the side. And oh, hang on a minute. InZaNe has a siege tank. InZaNe has a siege tank and he's bringing it across. Oh my god. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I love it. Bunkers the low ground, sieges the tank. Hello, harassment. Oh man, that's going to be annoying. That's going to be real annoying. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh man. Well, the medevac actually takes a lot of damage, so it's not going to be super long-lived, but I like the idea because it is forcing Denver to use some transfusions. It is slowing Denver down a little bit, honestly. Okay. Tank is getting the extractor now as well. Oh! Losing the medevac, though, means he loses high ground vision. We'll scan for it a little bit longer. Has a little bit more damage done here so far. I still like it. It's still going pretty well. These fireworks are scaring me. I keep seeing them out of the corner of my eye. I'm like, wait, why is it flashing outside as well? Alright. We are going to see a Nidus in the main base, though, so this is the counterplay here from Denver. That's why he was going into that fast layer. The Nidus coming up. The thing is, when InZaNe was already building tanks to try and get in towards a position over here, it means against a Nidus, he should be pretty well set up. He should be really well set up, honestly. The SCV is being pushed away. 5 workers going down. You see this starport taking a little bit of damage. Has to lift and leave, but this is not really the damage you're looking for with a big Nidus attack like this. Man, we're going to see those tanks still firing away, and we do see... looks as though InZaNe's going to be able to push this back. Another tank sieges on the low ground. Man, if Denver gets pushed away now, and InZaNe has tanks left over, I'm so concerned about the power of tanks on this position over here again. But that said, 27 SCVs remain, so it's a 13-worker lead for Denver. It's playable. It's playable, because also, I'd like to point out as well, for example, no stim. Right, there's no stim, there's no combat shields, there's no upgrade. So actually both players are in similar positions. The one thing InZaNe has is siege tanks. He's making a couple of medevacs, although needs to repair that starport. Looks as though he will be able to repair that up. So starting to repair up this starport so far. I have to say, out of all of the maps, is that... out of all the maps, this has been the map which players have been extremely creative on compared to others. You're seeing these Marines and tanks setting up right now, and we are going to be seeing the Spire just on its way through. You're going to see Marines and tanks just going to start getting out onto the map and getting ready to head across towards the upper right-hand side. The tank drops down, and Marines and tanks going to push across towards the upper right. So here we go. Getting ready to go at the moment as you see the Spire play as a swap up. I mean, if you can get mutas up, obviously cleaning up these tanks becomes a real possibility. We're heading on over to the left-hand side. Just continue coming towards the top as small lag spike there, and InZaNe just again getting into position. He's coming around the left side, looking to break the... use these rocks to his advantage once again. Roaches and Queens currently working their way through the rocks. A bunker will come up. Tanks will be getting set to siege. Well, the rocks will be down at least, but still, InZaNe can just use this choke point to his advantage because he is so close to the natural of Denver. And this is why this map's so frustrating to play on as a Zerg. As we are going to be seeing these Marines coming across and coming forwards, trying to get some damage done. Blair and a Roach roaring. And draw a little bit of fire. A couple of Ravages warping in. Combat shield's still coming up here, and because a couple of meters starting to pop out. I mean, the meters, if they can loop around and hit the tanks, I mean, the Esper's a turret, but they can dive in and out and get some kills. Maybe that's how Denver approaches this. He's not really trying to dive into this just yet. This is 1-0, by the way, for InZaNe. As here we go, moving forwards. We see these Queens coming all the way in. The missile turret works its way through the mutas. As the missile turret works its way through the mutas, we already see these Roaches and Queens and Ravages actually making pretty good progress on the Marines. Although that said, suddenly the tanks get a couple of these Roaches. This is all over the place. The bunker here again is actually going to get Marines inside, which will actually help against the mutas, which are currently chasing down medevacs. Denver will break down the ramp. But, well, okay, I mean, good start. I guess. But now here's the issue. The next fight, there's actually going to be Stimpack from InZaNe. He's going to have +1 against 0-0. Now InZaNe will have a bit of an upgrade lead. Oh, dear. Well, here we go, coming around this side. Again, I really love this map, and I really think it's interesting and fun because it's different, but it is always, and King Sejong Station was the same, it's so powerful being able to siege up on the left side of the natural base, and that's something that kind of, it makes it difficult, doesn't it? Makes it difficult. But I like the map in general. I think it's a very fun map because of how you could expand over here and push across more easily if you wanted to and so on. Here we go, and InZaNe will stim forward. Some Roaches and Ravages to try and defend. The tanks will be forced to siege. He dodges the first bile. I think there's just too much bio pushing up this ramp. Remember, he's got a +1 upgrade lead too. The Queens just disintegrate. The tanks push further forward, scanning to get rid of some creep. Why the heck not? Tanks will siege, and now the natural expansion falls at the very least. The Roach Roar, if that goes down, obviously no more reinforcements from Denver, who just types GG. InZaNe takes the 2.